If there's anything we've learned from the past 2 years, it's that self-care is important. And for some of us, that means finding medication or some kind of counseling. That's why Cerebral is on its mission to make quality mental health care accessible and affordable for all. They're an online mental health service that offers prescription medication, counseling, and therapy for anxiety, depression, ADHD, insomnia, and more. Whether it's texting your counselor or scheduling an appointment with your therapist, you can do everything on the app. Right now, get 65% off your first month of medication management and care counseling at Cerebral.com/Jordyn. Cerebral ships medication straight to your door. No more pharmacy lines. 80% of members see a provider within 5 days, and you can do it on your phone or laptop. Plus, treatment options are available with or without insurance. Again, get 65% off your first month of medication management and care counseling at Cerebral.com/Jordyn. That's just a total of $30 to get started. Go to Cerebral.com/Jordyn, JORDYN, for 65% off your first month. What's up, everybody? It's your host, Jordyn Jones, coming to you live from, coming to you podcast live from Denver, Colorado. I had to think about it because, to be honest, you guys might have seen on all my stories, but I have been in like so many different states that I honestly didn't even know where I was this morning. I was like posting on Instagram, like tagging my location, and I was like, wait, where am I? Kind of bad. But if you don't know what I'm doing right now, little life update. I've been a little MIA because I've been on a road trip. I'm traveling from Las Vegas to Miami in my new car. I'm basically on like a really big car rally. And if you don't know what that is, it's basically a lot of like supercars or hypercars. There is a couple here. It's super cool. Basically, I have like a Lamborghini Aventador and there's a bunch of other people. There's like 150 different cars. You basically pay a amount and you're able to go on this drive. You get to stay in like 5-star hotels. There's like all the food is included. There's daytime activities and like adventures. You literally get to like go sightseeing in these like crazy places that I've never gone. But like it's just like a road trip on crack if you think about it, because you're driving like really expensive car and it's like a really expensive rally, but it's definitely like a once a lifetime kind of thing. Last year I was on the rally, but I didn't actually like pay or drive. So this year I was like, you know what, I'm going to go all out because I got my car this year. So I want to like do this. And it's been really, really fun. I've been in Las Vegas, Scottsdale, and Santa Fe, New Mexico so far. And tomorrow we fly to Nashville. Our cars are currently being transported there. Then I get to see my mom, and I'm so excited because she's going to meet me there to kind of like see a little bit about it. That's basically my life updates where I am. Basically just 150 cars are just driving and stopping in major cities, sleeping and waking up and doing the same thing all over again the next day. But it's super fun. I'm really, really obsessed with it. It's also wrapped. It's pink now. It's hot pink magenta. And I couldn't be any more happy. So right before I went on this car rally, the first question is, was it hard seeing Jordyn at the wedding? Jordyn is my ex-boyfriend. We broke up a year ago. This is probably the last time I'm ever going to like mention something about him or about this situation. But a lot of people are asking because it was the first time we saw each other since I moved out. It wasn't hard. No, he was actually like the first person I saw. And I thought it was really like funny. I was going to my car where all the guests parked and I forgot to take off my bracelets and I couldn't have them in the pictures, but I didn't want to lose them. So I wanted to put them in my car. So I was like walking back. He was like the first person I saw. And I was like, I know that car. And he was like, my favorite person. And I'm like, yeah. And then like, he was like, how are you? And I was like, I'm good. I'm hot. And then I didn't even say like, how are you? I like forgot. I was so frazzled and like, I didn't know what to do with myself. So then I just like continued walking. And then it was obviously like we were together for some of the like reception and stuff. And Edwin was there and it was really fun. Kelianne was so pretty, like gorgeous. Chase cried and it was such an amazing like wedding and I'm so happy for them. And yeah, it wasn't weird seeing him. I mean, I guess it was weird, but I guess it is what it is. You see your ex, it's probably going to be a little weird, awkward, but it was fine. Is your OnlyFans almost ready? Yes. I can't believe I'm even saying that right now. So by the time this episode is out, I'm no longer doing So Close. I'm switching over to OnlyFans. And you guys will know as soon as that switch actually happens, but just stay up to date on my Instagram story. I don't know how much I'm actually going to post about OnlyFans, but nothing's changing
content-wise, a lot of people ask me that, at least right now. You know, I can never say never, but I'm just saying, like, in this current moment, like, just expect the same content that I would post before. It's just on a different platform now, and that is OnlyFans. Yes. What qualities do you look for in a lover? You guys, this is like so hard for me nowadays, but like, you know, it's really important to me. Like, I really look for if someone's like really close with their like mom, because my mom is like my life. My mom is like the best person on this entire planet, and I do not have my dad anymore. So it's just like something I look for is being very nice to your family. I just wish that I could like have that. And so like if you kind of have like a good relationship with your mom or your family members, that's just like something like really important to me nowadays. But also someone who's really nice and sweet and caring, because I feel like a lot of this generation's kind of grown to be more of like a standoffish, like bully, kind of just not very nice. I don't know. I really like the compliment, like, you're so nice. And that's like a quality that I like about myself. So that's like a quality that I would like, is just for someone who takes care of others and checks on others and is nice to like waiters, and just a sweet person, like a golden retriever kind of guy. Probably someone who isn't very lazy. I'm very go, go, go. It doesn't mean like, oh, they're like lazy in like a job or like anything like that, but I just love to be doing stuff, and I definitely am not the chill type until I feel like I am like in a relationship. I feel like you just immediately like go to chill. There's like, if we're dating, like I can just literally do nothing with you for hours, and I would love that. But just the state I'm at like right now, and like talking stages or like whatever it is, I would love to just like be doing stuff, and like, because you like get to know someone like that. And I feel like that's important.
If there's anything we've learned from the past 2 years, it's that self-care is important. And for some of us, that means finding medication or some kind of counseling. That's why Cerebral is on its mission to make quality mental health care accessible and affordable for all. They're an online mental health service that offers prescription medication, counseling, and therapy for anxiety, depression, ADHD, insomnia, and more. Whether it's texting your counselor or scheduling an appointment with your therapist, you can do everything on the app. Right now, get 65% off your first month of medication management and care counseling at Cerebral.com/Jordyn. Cerebral ships medication straight to your door. No more pharmacy lines. 80% of members see a provider within 5 days, and you can do it on your phone or laptop. Plus, treatment options are available with or without insurance. Again, get 65% off your first month of medication management and care counseling at Cerebral.com/Jordyn. That's just a total of $30 to get started. Go to Cerebral.com/Jordyn, JORDYN, for 65% off your first month.
This is a question from Instagram. She's sending me mixed signals, and I have no clue what to do. She's effing with my head. Honestly, this could go two ways, because she could be sending you mixed signals, and that's like the greatest sign, because you're just like, oh, she's playing games and she likes me. Like, she's taking a long time to respond. Like, she likes me. It's like an inconsistency thing where you're like, oh, well, I already know she likes me because like she's overthinking it, or like, that's just something people do, is just they play games, and you don't do that. If you're talking to someone, you want to be like talking to them all day, and you won't be like playing games. But I feel like there's like stages, like in the beginning, you kind of play games, you don't talk as much. And that's kind of like a mixed signals thing, because you're like, well, do you like me? Because like, if he wanted to, he would. Like, if he wanted to FaceTime me, he would. If he wanted to save my snap and chat, or like whatever the kids are doing these days, like, then like he would. I feel like then you go to the stage where you're like actually talking all day, and that's kind of where you are in a talking phase. What I'm saying is, I don't know if it's the whole, if she wanted to, she would, because some people, they don't look at it like, oh, I'm playing games. Like, some people can't go a long time without talking to you, and that's a good sign that they actually like you. But a lot of people, like I continue to say, is they play games. Sometimes you just have to like take initiative. You can't seem like you're coming off too strong or too confident, or that maybe you're just a lot more mature and you don't want to play games. But the chase thing, like, maybe you are going to lose her if you do just continue to like whatever. Just the way to my heart personally, and probably most girls' hearts, I've seen this all over TikTok right now. You go to take a long shower and you turn your phone on like do not disturb, so that like hoping you'd come out to like a notification or 2 or 5 from that person that you really want. And like, I swear there's like nothing better than like a TikTok, a Snapchat, and then like 2 text messages. Like, I don't know why, it's just like the best thing. But a lot of people will be like, oh, that's too much. That's clingy, and that's chasing and all that. It's just like, it just becomes a point where you kind of have to like initiate things, especially if you're a girl, because I swear nowadays, like, guys don't want to initiate anything or give off hints. So a girl kind of has to do most of the work. So if you do like a guy, just try to be like very open about it and be like swiping up on his stories or whatever it is, and text him and reach out to him, show that you care, and that if you wanted to, you would, because you would want the same energy that you give. So I am thinking that it's just that she's playing games with you. You just got to kind of take initiative to get you guys past that like games point. The games point is the worst spot to be in. It's going to make you overthink so much. And it's just not even worth the stress. It's just like, if you like me, just be straight up. Let's talk all day. Like, I don't want to like have this like whatever middle thing that we got going on. Is there a way to get out of the friend zone? If so, what is my game plan? I feel like I still am so the type to, when I like someone, I still can't get the word like bro out of my head. Like, he probably thinks I'm like friend zoning him right now, you know, like it's so bad. And it's just like, that's what kind of sucks about like being friends with someone for a while, or even just hanging out with them a couple times before you kind of like have a little interest and you don't want to friend zone them. That's happening like a lot right now. It's tricky for sure. But how I would say to get out of it is, you obviously don't like pick on your friends and like flirt, because picking on someone, which is like, I don't know, like tapping them or like taking their hat off or like whatever it is, like picking on them, that's flirty and that's flirting, and you don't do that with your guy friends. So if you kind of want to initiate things, like I said, getting yourself out of that point, test the waters, like do a little something, see if it's reciprocated. And say if you like are sitting down at a table, like maybe lean your leg like a little against theirs and like see if they move away, because like that is so right there, them being like, no, it's not like this. And that's easy ways to kind of not like that, they could just be like, oh, like she accidentally did that or whatever. But at the same time, you don't want them to think like, oh, she really accidentally did that. So you kind of want to do it like 2 or 3 times, pick on them a little bit, like see how it kind of goes. But if they're just not, if it's like been 3 times and they're not kind of getting the hint, good luck. Like, try again a little later. Like, it's never too late. Sometimes it's just not the right time. Try to initiate being like touchy and flirty with them. See how it goes. What is the biggest turn off and turn on to a girl? I've said this one before, but like when someone says like, come here, I just literally like love that. I like melt. Random FaceTime calls, and it's just so cliche nowadays, but I just keep mentioning it, like the Snapchat saves and liked your story or replied to your story and commented on your picture. Like, that is just such like he's so interested, and it makes you feel like loved. Like, it makes you feel special, because like you don't do that stuff for everyone. So if you do it, you feel special. Like, I would continue to think about that. I like when someone is touchy. Like, I definitely, if you're like driving and you're like holding on to her hand, or you're just like fixing her hair before you guys like kiss or something, like I just like physical, like skin to skin, like contact like that. Like, I think that is such a turn on. Now, turn off, scent, like you got to smell good or else it's a turn off. If you're like sketchy or sus, turning your like phone away or like face down, or like, I don't know, like stuff like that is kind of just like sus, because I would never want to do that. That's most girls, I feel like. Honestly, like maybe like the laziness thing, but like I said, like when I'm in a relationship with someone, I would like love to just be lazy. I don't know, I really like to just do fun things and be fun. So if you're not, and we're like talking, probably not like where I would want to be like putting a lot of time into. But like I said, in a relationship, I'm so down to do nothing. Just like getting to know someone thing. That is it. That's all the questions. I missed you guys. I missed talking to you again. I'll be back in the studio at the end of June. So I hope that you guys have an amazing month. I will be continuing, probably doing one more podcast on the road, but I will be back in the studio, like I said, later. I hope you guys are having a good day. Make sure you guys listen to us on Spotify podcast. Add us to your Spotify playlist. Listen to us on Apple Podcasts. Check out the podcast merch. It's going to be coming soon. I'm so excited. It is revamped and new and has a lot to do with what I'm doing right now. So I'm so excited for you guys to see that. Stay tuned again for the OnlyFans, for everyone that has been asking me, coming soon. And I'll see you guys soon with a new podcast. Bye.